Alright, so here's the beginning of your algebra review. Find the next three terms. Well, look, it's this. 5, 15, or 5, 10, 15, 20. So my next term would be 25. Then what? It's going up. Now for the equation, it's going to be 5n. So that will find anything. Why? Because 5 times 1 equals 5. This is my first term. 5 times 2 equals 10, the second term, and so forth. Alright? What's my first step here? Well, there's actually, this one's a little weird, but usually we say distribute. 2x plus 4 equals 20. Alright? So your first step would be to distribute. And then you'd solve. I'm going to hope that you know how to solve from there. Again, so here we're going to distribute, and we're going to have 4p minus 2 equals 3p plus 15. And now let's get p's to one side. So minus 3p minus 3p. Alright, so we have p minus 2 equals 15. And now you gotta know how to solve this. And you could check it, always check it, by plugging it in. Okay, so you could plug it back in. I redrew it. I don't know why sometimes it shows up differently. But we have a perimeter that is 120. And we have the three side lengths given. There is 2x, 5x, and 4x plus 10. So we need to make an equation. So my equation we can do is right, all the sides equal to the perimeter. I'm going to put it like that. So side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. Alright, so you're going to have to figure that out. I'm not going to give much more of a hint there. What does this mean? There are two ways to look at this. Remember, there are, with system of equations, or for equations, linear equations, there's one solution, no solution, or infinite. So, which one is it? Don't just write this down. Which one? Okay, so which of the equations? Plug in x equals -3 and see which one is true. Which is true. Okay? I'm going to do this one for you, these two. H must be at least. Must be at least. So you want to say H, you have to be bigger, right? In rides, you got to be bigger than that. 72. That's pretty big. Now, this one is something like this. Alright, so we have to plug in our values here. And what goes in the middle? X. And that should be, I set it up for you. Identify, okay, I did that one. Alright, so this one. you're going to look at, it's going to look, again, an equation. Right? So, plus something times x, and then it's going to have to be less than or equal to, because you cannot spend more than what you have. Okay? So this is my x. Of pens. Okay, so that should really be a big clue here. Absolute value. 2 solutions. 2 solutions. A positive and a negative. Alright, so you do x minus 2 equals 10, and x minus 2 equals, oops, that's an equal, negative 10. And you solve. Vertical line test. Alright, so that's how you solve this. So, I'll do one for you. Look. 1 point, check. That's good. So that's good. Is the relation if a function? If so, identify. Well, think back to the vertical line test. If an x repeats, you can draw a vertical line through 2 points. Alright, so that's how you're going to be looking. And domain is x. Right? And it should look like this. What do your values go to? So this is, domain is my x, and range is my y. These here should be pretty easy. Alright, I'll show you how to do a graph. X is greater than 3. I usually go 0, 3, negative 3. Greater than. All the numbers bigger. Okay. Solving graph. So let's do 4x minus 2 is less than negative 14. Alright? So we got to solve for x. Plus 2. Plus 2. We have 4x. Recopy is less than. That should be negative. I'm going to divide by 4. X is less than negative 3. So here. So graphing, you're going to go, again, 0, 3, negative 3. Less than. Less than. Alright, I'm going to do one for you, as B and D are blocked out for some reason, but you have it on your paper. I'll do A. So f of 2. So what does that equal? So you do f of 2 equals 3. That's your x, minus 5. So f of 2 equals 6 minus 5, which equals f of 2 equals 1. So check, but you're looking for not true. It was 3x plus 9. So f of x equals x squared plus 3x plus 9. Okay? All you do is f of x for function notation. F of 0, you're going to do f of 0 equals 0 squared plus. Okay? Alright. Check slope here. Okay, so I would just check the slope between these two and these two. So you have m equals 4 minus 1 over negative 2 minus 0. Alright? So this will be 3, negative 2. So that's one slope. Now let's do the other one. Now let's check my slope between these two. So m equals negative 6 minus negative 2, which is going to be 4, over 4 minus 2. Well, this is going to be negative 4 over 2, which equals negative 2. So this is not linear. You need the same slope. Domain and range. This now we can do for domain. Alright, x, or label this point here. That is 0, comma 35. Oops, nope, that's 45. 45, comma 0. So we're going to do this. 0 is less than or equal to, my domain is my x values. So this is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 45. My range now is my y values. So So 0, oops, 35. Absolute maximum. This is your highest point. Y. So this is 35. Okay, you should go to Desmos, use Desmos to see this. 3 units to the left would be x left. Three units that way. Y equals mx plus b. M equals slope. B equals y-intercept. Same here. Plug it in. Oops. Find slope. M equals right? And then find y-intercept. Solve for y. Okay, so if you, I'll do one for you. Negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. So if I'm going to solve this, it's plus 2x plus 2x. And we have 3y equals 6 plus 2x. And then I'm going to divide everything by 3. So y equals 2/3 x plus 2. I switched the order so it's in slope-intercept form. Which of the following is the slope-intercept? Which of the following is slope-intercept form? Again, find B. Oops. 1. Find B, y-intercept. Find slope. Okay, so my y-intercept here. That's part 1. And then my slope is there. What is the rate? Show cost per pound. This is the biggest mistake I'm seeing here. Cost per pound. Pound. A pound. We should be alright with this. Greatest number of photo files we can download. This is here. The equation would be y is less than or equal to, what is my m, what is my y-intercept. Remember, this is dotted or dashed. This is solid. So, 1, find B, 2. So there's your y-intercept. Slope. You could use m equals y2 minus y1. So here's one point. Here's another point. Alright, so you could do that. Need to find a y. So, watch. Let me try. You need 2 here. So, I'll try x equals 1, y equals 1. So, which would be 4 is less than or equal to 4. Check. It works. So, we have 1, 1. Oops. How do I do this? Negative 28 equals 3x minus 7. And solve for x. You should be able to do that. graph or set them equal to each other. Equal. Since we both have y, so we can do alright, you should know how to do that. 3 possible. So I'm going to do one solution, no solution, infinite solutions. That you should be able to do. This is easy, plug it in. Parallel has same slope. You gotta create an equation. So, how do we do this? So 6.5 S plus 8A equals 2, 4, 1. And then we have S plus A equals 32. Then you need to use either substitution So you need to use elimination, graphing, or substitution. Substitution's probably the easiest right now. Or no, elimination's easy too. I like them both, but I'm going to end it here.